Hi YouTubers, my name is Stefan and I'll be offering this video as part of my new build. It's been about 8 years since I last had my a custom computer build, and I realised it was time to have a new one, and this one I've invested about £4,000 on this one. So here I am just giving you a brief overview of my case and just give you maybe some ideas, clarifications, just in case you might have some questions. Certainly as I did, I actually did the same. I went to YouTube just to see what other people did about the possibilities, and yeah, so here's my shorthand review. So obviously C700P case from Cooling Master, 7LL fans from Corsair that run down the bottom. They're all connected to a lighting hub at the back, which we'll see later on this video. So you've got 3 at the top, 3 down the front, and 1 at the back. So yes, I've got the wireless module on the top. The reason why the last one is not lit, I'll explain later. I'm aiming to resolve that. So yeah, this is the inside of the case. As you can see, really vibrant. I've got a total of 8 Corsair LED strips. So moving inside, I have 64 gigabytes worth of Corsair Vengeance RGB memory. That's at 3000 megahertz in XMP profile. I've got a GTX 1080 Ti GPU, and down there is behind the enclosure I have a HX1000i PSU. They're all connected to my Corsair Link software, which you'll also see later on this video. So probably also forgot to mention that it's a Corsair 115i CPU Cooler just there. Behind the GPU, by the way, because the GPU is quite deep, I've got a M.2 512GB drive from Samsung. That's the Pro version. Everything is really sort of easy to install. Don't know if you can see those there are the M.2 shields. They're kind of there's 3 on this motherboard, which is the Gaming 9 Aorus edition from Gigabyte. So yeah, that's the X299 version. Yeah, so in a nutshell, that's the case. You've got all the connections in there. There's quite a few. There's 2 8-pin motherboard connections from the power supply. Obviously your 28-pin ATX connection. Yeah, your PCI connection. So yeah, as you can see, all the colours are quite vibrant. It's all customizable, so you can set it all. That's both from Corsair Link and from Gigabyte's own software, because the motherboard doesn't work through Corsair Link, so you have to manage those profiles separately. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. So here we are at the back of the case. So what I'll show you, what I have here is I've got the Commander Pro, Lighting Node Pro, no, Lighting Hub, sorry, and then you've got your Lighting Node Pro. So the reason why I need this setup, I do actually need, which is the reason why I explained earlier why my last fan doesn't come, is because the Lighting Hub only accepts 6 fans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 power connector for SATA. This one goes over to the either the Lighting Node Pro or the LED, one of the 2 LED ports on your Lighting Node Pro or Commander Pro. Then you control that through your Corsair Link software. You've got the thermistors just dotted around the case. I've got my CPU Cooler, my power supply into the Commander Pro. That's to provide the digital information to the Corsair Link. You've got the fans being powered off, the 6, plus the 7th fan is powered from the motherboard. You've got the LED strips, one of which is attached to my Commander Pro, the other one, so the maximum of 4 can be in one series, so 4 on that one, 4 on the other one, and that's the Lighting Node Pro. The last one here I'm going to be using for the last lighting hub, which I'm buggering Corsair to give me. So that would just be the 1 fan, goes into 1 Lighting Node Pro, which could be up here. and then that will power my last fan. As you can see, the power supply is there. This cover comes off. You've got all your routing from the front panel, etc. I just kind of wasted the additional stickers around the case. Yeah, and that's it for here. So all in all, it's a fantastic case. It offers a lot of illumination, as you can see. The separate fan controller of the C700P case is actually pretty useless, and it only accepts 3-pin fans. So I was a bit, I didn't really use anything for that. I just have the lighting for the case connected to it. Everything was really easy to set up. There's a lot of flexibility in the case. Yeah, it accommodates for a lot of space if you want to mount large GPUs in there. Obviously the shrouds are quite good because they cover everything. They have small apertures if you want to get a few cable routes in there. There is nothing at the bottom, so it's quite hard to get cable routes there unless you have extension cables that you kind of tuck neatly, as you can see here. But yeah, it's quite hard. It took me about a day to finish and finalize all the routing. So yeah, there's all sorts of lighting effects you can have in there. The colors on the camera look actually quite different in reality. Reality is quite vibrant, I must say. Yeah, you've got two 8-pin connectors to the motherboard, as well as your 24-pin ATX connection. Obviously you do have to account for a lot of routes coming off the CPU cooler. You've got the Corsair link module, and there's another 2 or 3 cables at the bottom there. So yeah, you have to be aware that there are quite a few connections you have to route around. Anyway, thanks for having a look at the video, and yeah, subscribe or like, please. Thank you.